Rasabihariji. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Ashtotra Sata Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा रासबिहारी ललिता विशाखा की श्री श्री सीताराम। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 13, The Behavior of a Perfect Person, text number 37. Anihaha paritushta atma yadrucha upanatat aham no chet shaye bahu ahani maha ahiha Iva Sattvavan Anihaha Paritushtatma Yadrucho Upanatat Aham No Chet Chaye Bhahvahani Mahahir Iva Sattvavan Anihaha Paritushtatma Yadrucho Upanatat Aham No Chet Chaye Bhahvahani Mahahir Iva Sattvavan Anihaha Paritushtatma Yadrucho Panatat Aham Neche Shaye Bhahvahani Mahahir Iva Sattvavan. Chant. Anihaha, with no desire to possess more. Paritushta, very satisfied. Atma, self. Yadrucha, in its own way, without endeavor. Upanatat, by things brought in by possession. Possession, ना? उधर लिखा है क्या? Association. Aham, I. No, not. Chet, if so. Shaye, I lie down. Bahu, many. Ahani, days. Maha ahiha, a python. Iva, like. Sattvavan, enduring. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. I do not endeavor to get anything, but I am satisfied with whatever is achieved in its own way. If I do not get anything, I am patient and unagitated like a python and lie down in this way for many days. बोलो थोड़ा आवाज कम करो अच्छा रहेगा. One should learn detachment from bumblebees, for they collect drops of honey here and there and keep it in their honeycomb. But then someone comes and by force takes all the honey away, leaving the bumblebees with nothing. Therefore, one should learn from the bumblebee not to keep more money than one needs. Similarly, one should learn from the python to stay in one place for many, many days without food and then eat only if something comes in its own way. Thus the learned Brahmanas gave instructions gained from two creatures, namely the bumblebee and the python. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. This pastime is mentioned in 11th canto Bhagavatam also. Lord Krishna explains it to Uddhava in Uddhava Gita, 24 gurus. So one of the gurus was this python, right? So one should, it is advised here, one should live like a python, right? In ISKCON, we are completely opposite, right? Brahmacharis, sannyasis, grahasthas, vanaprasthas, outside people, inside people, everybody, we live very luxurious life, right? With Ertiga car, Note 4 phone, smartphone, bank accounts, and flying in and out, right? Living very comfortably. If you don't get prasad, we will fight. Why only khichdi today? Right? And on Sunday love feast, if there is no paneer sabji, all the congregation, even on the feast days, if there is no paneer sabji, they will come and fight. Mandir wale bahut kanjus ho gaya. Right? It is like that. Actually, we don't know how to live like this. And under the present circumstances, it is impossible also. Right? Who will lie down? If Krishna gives me prasad, I will eat, otherwise I will... Actually, Krishna won't give us prasad, he will die. Because, it is only meant for, actually this kind of life is meant for Paramahamsas. So we should not imitate. Like there are 4 kinds of sannyasis, Kutichaka, Bahudaka, right? Then out of that first kind of sannyasi, Kutichaka, even if he takes, after taking sannyas also, he gets food from home. Because he lives in the village, but he gets food from the home. Because he is not very advanced. Right? So, but in case of, we have seen Madhavendra Puri, also he lived like a python. He's called Ajagar Vritti, like that. Once Akbar and Birbal, they disguised themselves and they went on a tour of their country. So they were going around and all, and they were seeing the conditions of the, conditions in the and situation in the country. They wanted to study like that. So gumte, while wandering and all, it became evening. So they said, let us stay back in this village today, because it's difficult to go back to Agra, like that. Then they stayed back. So Akbar said, let us go to the village and ask for some food. Ask for some food. Then Birbal said, he is a devotee of Lord Ramchandra. Then he said, actually, since morning I have not chanted my rounds. I don't want to go anywhere. I will sit here only. If some food comes, I will eat, otherwise it's okay. Akbar said, अरे खाने के लिए तो हमको काम करना पड़ता है, right? नेतम कर्मस्य कर्मज्यायोहि अकर्मणः, शरीर यत्रापिचते ना प्रसिद्धयेत अकर्मणः, right? Krishna is saying, you must work, right? You must work. If you don't work, you cannot even maintain the body, right? Na prasiddhyet akarmana. So Prabhupada says, even in the lion also, the king of the jungle, if he thinks that, oh, I am the king of the jungle, the goats and deer and all, they will come and fall into my mouth and I will eat. It doesn't happen. Even the lion also has to chase his prey, her prey, like that. So Akbar said, ऐसा बैठने से थोड़ी हरे कृष्णा बोलने से थोड़ी आता है खाना. Right? Akbar said. Birbal said, no, whatever it is, I will chant my rounds. You go. So Akbar went and ate, collected some food. Then he ate. Then he thought, Bechara Birbal bhuka mar jayega. Right? And then let me take some food for him also. Then he asked for some ladies, can you give some extra food? I have my friend. I have to take it for him. They gave happily. Right? Akbar came and told Birbal, देखा ऐसा बैठने से थोड़ी हरे कृष्णा जप करने से थोड़ी खाना आ जाता है. Right? You have to go out and work. And then Birbal said, Jahapna, आप क्या बोल रहे हैं? I am simply sitting here and chanting Ram Ram. Jahapna himself, Badshah himself went and brought food for me. Right? Is it not? It's like that only, actually. दाने दाने पे लिखा होता है खाने वाले का नाम. Right? Actually, we should develop that faith. Slowly we can develop that faith that actually Krishna is the provider for all of us. Right? When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was performing childhood pastimes in Navadvip Mayapur, when Vishwarup took sannyas, Sri Jagannath Mishra, he became very morose. Advaita Acharya, during that time, there are very few devotees. But in the house of Advaita Acharya, at that time, Advaita Acharya was living in Mayapur, not in Shantipur. Actually, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, took sannyas, then they shifted to Shantipur. Otherwise, Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, because when Nimai was born, Sita Thakurani came with all the offerings and all. So that time Prabhupada wrote, it means that they lived in Mayapur only. So at that time, Vishwarup always used to go and meet in the devotees and all. And suddenly Vishwarup took sannyas and went away. So Vishwarup is none other than Lord Baladev. He is very dear child, very dear son to Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata. Then what happened? So when he took sannyas suddenly and went away, they became very heartbroken. So meanwhile, Nimai Pandit, he was very naughty in his childhood. He was very naughty. And then sometimes when the Brahmanas and all, they would take bath in Ganga and doing, Gayatri Japa, standing in the Ganges water. Nimai and his friends will go and pull their legs and they will fall in the Ganga. Or after taking bath, when they would come out, Nimai and his friends, they would wait outside on the bank and they put mud on them again. And again they have to take bath. So like that, there is no end to mischievous activities of Nimai. But when Nimai saw that Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata, they became very morose and heartbroken after Vishwarup took sannyas, he became very silent and peaceful. And he was always on the side of his father and mother. Then eventually he joined the school and he started studying. And then he became so scholarly that he would learn anything. Once he would study even only once. And then all the residents of Mayapur, they were so astonished by the scholarship, by the merit of Nimai, that they all came and started praising in front of Jagannath Mishra that you are very blessed that you have got such a beautiful son. Once he would learn anything, he would, once somebody teaches him, once he would learn everything immediately. And then he would give such arguments that nobody can defeat. Yeah? Nobody can defeat like that. Then when after Jagannath Mishra heard about this, he felt that even Vishwarupa also, he was well versed in the scriptures. Right? So during those days, studies means Vedic studies only. They used to only study Vedas. All this stupid science and all, they were not studying. Right? So, so Jagannath Mishra felt that Vishwarupa also, he was very well versed in the Vedic literatures and Shastras and all. That is why he became very detached by becoming a devotee of Krishna after studying all these literatures and all. So let my Nimai remain full. I will not send him to the school, because if he also studies all these Vedic literatures and Krishna conscious literatures, he will become a devotee and then he will leave us. Nimai now after Vishwarup left, Nimai is our life and soul. If he also leaves, what will happen to our lives? Like that he thought. Then he called Nimai, said, my dear Nimai, whatever you want I will supply. From tomorrow no school. Right? Any other child would have been very happy, Even Prabhupada in his childhood, Abhay, he was very naughty and he would not like to go to school. Then Prabhupada's father, he was very affectionate towards Abhay. Right? Gaur Mohan Day. Prabhupada once he was recollecting that one day he was taking massage from Shrutakirti Prabhu. He was telling, in my childhood I was very naughty. Then in Bengal, if somebody is eating puris, that means they are very rich people. Only aristocratic people can eat puris. So Prabhupada is very fond of puris. So Prabhupada would wake up early in the midnight, 12 o'clock in the night, and he would cry for, I want to eat puris. Prabhupada's father would wake up Rajini Day and said, you cook puris for Abhay. Rajini Day will say, what is this nonsense? 12 o'clock in the night, he wants to eat puris and you are supporting him? Like that. Prabhupada would tell that my father would never refuse anything. He is too affectionate towards me. Then in the end, he added one sentence. Anybody knows? What did Prabhupada tell? Very good. Prabhupada told, maybe he knew who I was. Maybe he knew. He just said like that. Maybe he knew. Right? So, Prabhupada's father would tell, okay, if he doesn't want to go to school, let him play. But no, Rajini Day would say, would have nothing to any like that. Then she appointed one servant. Every day they have to carry Abhay, to the school and bring him also. Otherwise, he will not go to the school. And many children are like that. Right? They don't like to go to school. But Nimai is different. He said, no, I want to go to the school. But his father said, no, whatever you want, I will supply. As long as I am alive, you will not have any problem for anything. I will supply. So Nimai, by following the order of his father, he agreed. And then he stopped going to the school. And then his mother, she was very worried, Sachi Mata. Then one day she went to Jagannath Mishra and asked him, why did you stop Nimai from going to the school? You want him to remain as a fool? If he remains a fool, You know? Who will give him? How will he maintain himself? Right? Who will give him his daughter to Nimai for marriage? Right? Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, when he was young, he was studying in one Sanskrit college. And very famous college. And he's a very famous scholar. There is one Bandopadhyaya or somebody, he wrote Srila Bhaktisiddhanta wrote a book, Surya Siddhanta. And he was an expert scholar, expert astrologer, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta. So he had written something, because by that time Copernicus and all, they came and they have concocted some theories and all. So it is completely opposite to Vedic astronomy, Vedic astrology. And this scholar from Benares, he came and he wrote a book, which is completely opposite to Vedic astronomy. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, defeated him. And in the college, it was a big, success. And then many of them who were followers of that guy, they had an argument with Srila Bhaktisiddhanta. And the principal of the college also, he was a supporter. He was a supporter. And then Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur defeated everybody very badly. Very badly. And once some scholars were there, on January 2nd, 1901, I think, or 2, there was a huge sabha, and there was an argument took place between Srila Bhaktisiddhanta and one of these very great scholar, this scholar. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta defeated him so badly in front of everybody, that fellow, that big scholar, passed urine and stool in his dhoti. Like that. So like that he was becoming very famous. Then the principal rusticated him from college. Because that time, a student defeating a principal, unheard of. But Srila Bhaktisiddhanta was fearless. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta was very happy that he was rusticated and he did not get the degree. Because then he wrote that, it is my good fortune that I did not get a degree. If I had gotten a degree from that famous Sanskrit college, and so many people would have offered me job and scholarship and all, and so many rich people with their daughters would come knock at my door, please marry my daughter. Now I'm a fool. If I don't have a degree and my reputation is bad, then nobody will give me their daughter. I'm saved. I'm saved. Like that, Sachi Mata was arguing with, Jagannath Mishra, that who will give their daughter to Nimai if he remains a fool, uneducated? How will he maintain himself? How will he maintain himself? Then Jagannath Mishra said, you are a foolish daughter of a Brahmana. You don't understand that who is maintaining this world. Right? Who is maintaining this world? Right? Jagat poshana kare jagater natha panditya poshaye keba kahila tomata. The Supreme Lord maintains the entire universe. Who told you that good education can maintain you? Right? Nowadays they spend so much money, right? I always say they spend 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs to study MBA, to become a slave. They work from 6 o'clock to night 12 o'clock. They are slaves, paid slaves. I call them modern slaves. They have no freedom, they have to work hard. After spending 25 lakh rupees, you become a slave. Right? What is the use? So, Jagannath Mishra is saying that Krishna is the maintainer of everybody. Everybody. Why are you worried? Who told you that good education helps, maintain somebody? Whether one is a fool or a scholar, they will marry wherever and whomever Krishna has sanctioned for them. He told one more thing, that sometimes even Srila Prabhupada told that in Allahabad, he knew one PhD in chemistry. He would go on a cycle and sell soap. He used to make some soap, sabun. Go on a cycle. And then Prabhupada said, he knew one person who is completely Anguta Chap. You know Anguta Chap? So he would come in Plymouth car. Whatever previously they used to have in British time. Plymouth car, long car. He would come in that car. And then he would get down and go to the bank. So he doesn't know how to write and read. So he would ask a fellow customer to fill the form to withdraw cash or write the check. Right? And then he would put thumb impression. So Prabhupada said, who told if you study PhD, you can become rich, and if you are unpad, you cannot become rich. Right? Prabhupada told, destiny, whatever is Krishna has sanctioned for you, you will get it. Whether you are a PhD or even if you are a Anguta Chap. Right? There are so many Anguta Chaps in Mumbai. Karodpatis. Right? So when you go to make life member, Swamiji, form fill up kar dena. Right? Then he will say, write down the check. Check भी हम भी लिख देते हैं. मैं बोलता हूँ साइन भी कर दूँ. बोलते नहीं स्वामी आपका नहीं साइन नहीं चलेगा. And then they have a sign, like this. They have something. मैं बोले ये क्या साइन है? ऐसे ही स्वामी जी क्या करें हम ये है. Right? Like that. बहुत गर्मी हो गया. So you are translating that also or what? कुलविद्या आदि उपलक्षण सकल सबारे पोषये कृष्ण सर्वबला. Education, birth and other qualities are only superficial. Krishna alone is the maintainer and strength of all. Remember this verse, that the verse I am quoting, very important verse. Anayesena maranam vina dainena jivanam anaradita govinda charanasya katam bhavet. Right? Another verse also is there. Sukhanidra anayasa maranam vina dainena jivanam. Like that is also there. So Sri Jagannath Mishra is saying that anayesena maranam vina dainena jivanam. Anayeshana Maranam means, Srila Prabhupada told that whatever happens, when he was sick in London, they took him to London. Abhiram Prabhu was serving Srila Prabhupada at that time. And then very complicated surgery needed to be taken. And then Prabhupada was not agreeing. And then somehow they all convinced Prabhupada. But then Prabhupada pulled Abhiram, when he was serving him, said, listen, I will tell you one thing, you remember. Yes, Prabhupada. Said, whatever may happens, even, don't take me to hospital when I am about to die. And put all those tubes in my nose and all. Because it is very, very important how an Acharya leaves his body. How an Acharya leaves his body. They will comment about it. So whatever it is, don't take me to hospital in the end of my life. Let me die, So peacefully. So, sometimes there are many devotees, sometimes there are many people, they have to go through, lot of suffering. Like Sita ji also was telling to Ravanasur that anybody can live somehow or the other, but how will you die? Very, very difficult to die. There are people in coma 10 years, 15 years. There is one lady who was raped in KM hospital. She was in coma for 30 years or 40 years. Or on the bed, people are lying. One of my devotees, uncle, for last 17 years, suffering from Alzheimer's and Parkinson, lying on the bed, depending on others. So people, very difficult to die in this world. That is why anayeshana maranam, very, very difficult. Somebody is there and then he dies in sleep or without much going to hospital or medication, like that. Somebody dying like that, very, very fortunate. But it's not in our hands. Of course, it's in our hands. If you get the mercy of, Jagannath Mishra is saying, if you get the mercy of Lord Govinda, then only you will get anayeshana maranam. Then bina dainyena jivanam. Bina dainyena jivanam means without living life, without having to extend your hand in front of others. In front of others. So, he's saying that anaradita Govinda charanasya katam bhavet. If somebody has not worshipped Krishna, how it is possible for him to live in comfort and die in peace? Right? Like that. One's distress can never be mitigated without the mercy of Krishna, even if one is endowed with high education, good birth, and great wealth. Right? So, it is not that if somebody is highly educated, somebody may have all the food at home, but he may be suffering from disease. Right? Srila Bhaktisiddhanta writes in the purport. No guarantee. Or sometimes one may fight with one's wife, and you will say, I will not eat. Like that. So, that is why Shri Jagannath Mishra said, but actually, Nimai Pandit said, okay, like that. But one day, Nimai Pandit sat on a soiled pots, right? Then Mother Sachi, they went and all the boys, they complained to Mother Sachi. Mother Sachi chastised him, said that you don't know what is good and what is clean and what is unclean. That is unclean. That is unclean. Nimai Pandit said, if you don't send me to the school, if I remain a fool, then how will I know what is good and what is bad? What is clean and what is unclean? But Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur says that he sat on the pots and then he assumed the form of Dattatreya. Now he is the same person, Dattatreya, he is speaking. Paramhamsa, Dattatreya. He is saying that wherever I touch, wherever I go, it becomes pure. How you are saying, wherever I sit, that place becomes pure. So Mother Sachi was not understanding. But Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada also writes that he is indirectly mentioning, pointing out that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Wherever he goes, wherever he touches, that becomes pure. So there is nothing impure. So he told to his mother that actually, why are you saying that these pots are impure? Because anything that is connected to Vishnu, that is pure. So these pots which are used for cooking for Lord Vishnu, they are pure. Why are you saying that? Then Mother Sachi did not hear. No, come. Then both of them went and took bath in Ganges. And then everybody came and explained to her that your son, you are so fortunate that you got a son like Nimai who wants to study. Usually children, they don't want to study. Why are you, stopping him from going to school? Let him study. Then Jagannath Mishra also was convinced. Said, okay, whatever you people are saying, it is for the welfare. I consider it for my son and myself. So then again he started going to the school. Like that. So the gist of this pastime is that Jagannath Mishra is saying that, and it is true also, there are many graduates, postgraduates, PhDs. There was some sweeper job in UP. PhDs and MBAs they applied in UP government. You know that? Around 6 months back, there was an ad for sweepers, peons, Then all the MBAs, PhDs, they all applied for the job. Like that. So because they don't have a job, right? Like that. It all depends, So it is very important. What is that verse? Prayateta Kovida. What is that? First line. Tasyaiva heto prayateta Kovida. Na labhyate yad brahmatam upari adaha. Tal labhyate dukkavat anyata sukham. Kalena sarvatra gabira ramhasa. So Narad Muni is saying that tasyaiva heto prayateta Kovida. Kovida means very intelligent people. Intelligent people, they will not endeavor for something which is not, available. Even when you go, which is available, something they will endeavor for something which is not available, even up to Brahmaloka or Pataloka. That is Krishna consciousness. Because without trying, we get happiness and then we get distress. Nobody, Kalena Sarvatra Gabira Ramsa, by the influence of time. By the influence of time, nobody goes to the hospital and asks, says, I didn't get dengue. Everybody is getting dengue fever. I didn't get, please put some virus. Right? But people are getting dengue. Right? We don't ask for trouble. Nobody, like Queen Kunti, who was praying? Anybody praying? That please, my dear Krishna, please give me more troubles. Right? We always praying that, don't give me any trouble. But still troubles come. In the same way, just like troubles are coming without asking, in the happiness also will come by our own, because of our own past activities. Prabhupada writes in the purport that miseries and mixed happiness. Very interesting word. In this world, we get only mixed happiness. So, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur writes in 11th Canto Bhagavatam in the purport that just like Python, Python doesn't endeavor for sense gratification. He's just lying down. He doesn't bother which kind of food he's getting, not getting, ample food or meager food, khichdi or whatever he is getting. If he is not getting, he just waits. So Krishna says that if you are not getting food, that means Krishna's is arrangement for you that you don't get food today. Then you should wait for Krishna to supply. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta writes in the purport that actually one should be like a python, and then we should not be attached to sense gratification, looking for sense gratification. One should not be, in this world, everybody is worshipper of genitals and stomach. So, don't waste your time, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta writes in the purport. Like that, so Srila Prabhupada also writes that mixed happiness and miseries. Miseries are very pure, but happiness is only mixed in this world. Right? So we think that if I can have this, I'll be happy. If I can have this, I'll be happy. But actually, one devotee was saying, like just like in the case of Chitraketu, happiness in this world is just like sweet rice mixed with sand. You like sweet rice, but when if it is some stones are there, some sand is there, if you put it in the mouth, like that, like that. Once one person went to dentist, उसका 3 दांत टूट गया था. डेंटिस्ट पूछा क्या हो गया, बोलता है मेरा पत्नी ने रोटी बनाई, बहुत कड़क बनाई. राइट. फिर डॉक्टर बोला खाने से मना करना चाहिए था ना. उन्होंने बोला वही किया था मैंने. So you get only mixed happiness, right? Grihastha life means mixed happiness. Only suffering, more suffering than enjoyment, right? So we should follow certain principles. We cannot be like a python, but at least we should have some faith that Krishna will supply us food, right? And then we should actually, maybe we can share some experiences. I will share my experience. You can also tell. In 1996, I went to Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra. At that time, Navakalevara happened. Navakalevara. And double the people they come at the time. So at that time, I was having some health issues. And a doctor told me, don't eat any outside food. Especially you are going to such a place, Jagannath Puri, you will, plates will be contaminated, food will be contaminated, oil, because they have to serve to so many people, they don't wash plates and all. So don't eat outside food, like that. So I went to our temple, it's a small temple, I stayed there, but they said no prasad for everybody because we can't supply to like that. So I came back from Rath Yatra. I asked the devotee, any prasad is there? He said, no, we don't have any prasad. Some devotees, we cooked for them and like that. I said, okay, let it be. I will fast today. So I went on the stairs. I chanted, looking at the flag of Lord Jagannath. I finished my rounds. Then, I was thinking later. Then when I came down, the devotee came and told me, Prabhuji, there is little prasad for you, you can eat. So Lord Jagannath, if you go to Jagannath Puri for Rath Yatra, he will arrange. He will arrange like that. So, so many times it happens that, suddenly you are, deprived of prasad or something, you are worried. Then, you get prasad by the arrangement of Krishna. Right? So that is why we should have faith in Krishna, because we are devotees of the Lord, that whatever is required for us, Krishna will supply. Krishna will supply. Prabhupada told that in ISKCON, the kitchen should always burn, the fire should always burn. Whoever would come, they would be given prasad. Right? Now our mentality has changed because of lack of faith in Krishna. We don't like to give, we want to sell prasad. But during Prabhupada's time, like sometime back, 10 years back, I used to do Friday program in Prabhupada quarters. So there are very famous people are there in Ria Park, Taporis. Right? So they would come at 8:30 and they will take a coupon, they will take prasad. And there is a protest, Arey, all these Taporis, they come and take prasad. So I used to argue that if Prabhupada thought like that I will not give prasad to the Taporis, they would not have any ISKCON only. Right? Because in the beginning they are all drug addicts, Taporis only, no? Right? So Prabhupada told, within 20 miles, nobody should go hungry. So all these Taporis, they are not living in the 20 miles. They should go hungry. Right? Prabhupada told, if you are not giving prasad, because in a temple, his kitchen is called Radharani's kitchen. If you deprive people of giving prasad, then you don't have faith in Radharani. Now in some temples, they stopped Sunday love feast, saying that we don't have money. Now they are charging for the feast. They take money. I heard in Mayapur, they charge for the feast. We are losing faith in Krishna. But Radha Rasabihariji temple, we have enough prasad and we distribute. Nobody goes hungry in Radha Rasabihariji temple. Enough prasad. Right? Prabhupada told, no Mangalarti, no prasad. This principle cannot be implemented in Radha Rasabihariji temple. But you go to any other temple, now baje, if you don't go, finish, prasad is finished, then you don't get any prasad. Some temples you just go hungry, like that. So, it's very important to keep faith. So, Radharani is supplying. So we don't have to worry. Everything will be supplied by Krishna. So we should have faith that, so even if you cannot live like Python, but we should have some contentment in our hearts. We should not hanker too much for, sense gratification. Srila Bhaktivinoda says, we should not make too much endeavor for sense gratification. Just like Python, whatever you get, you get. So whatever is due to you, you will get. Whatever is due to you, you will get wherever you are. Wherever you are. But if you are completely devoted to the Lord, completely devoted to the Lord, then Krishna will delay. There is one king, who is building a Guruvayur temple. Guruvayur temple. The astrologers told that a snake will bite you and die. But he didn't care. But he was so busy, that building the temple, Krishna delayed his karmic reaction. So that snake did not come and bite him, as this predicted. Once the temple is finished, constructed, then the snake came and bit him and he died. So destiny, like there is one devotee in Madhva Sampradaya, they don't give sannyas so easily. They only Brahmanas, born in Brahmin families and all. One devotee, he was given sannyas. Before giving sannyas, they check their horoscope, kundali. Horoscope, there's whether any Vivaha yoga is there. Vivaha yoga is there. Otherwise, if it is there, then it is difficult. Like that. So they took that kundali, that devotee's kundali. At the age of 24, he was to be given sannyas. And that astrologer predicted, at the age of 48, you will get married. His guru thought, at the age of 48, 24 years are there. Let me give him sannyas. By the time he will perform pure devotion service, and then this karma will be washed away. Karma will be washed away. And it was going on. And then he took sannyas and he was a very great singer. Great singer and all. He used to give very good lectures and all. Exactly at the age of 48, he got married. Madhva, very famous Bhakti Vidyapurna. He sang Brahma Samhita also for us. He is very friendly to ISKCON. He would go to ISKCON Bangalore very regularly and all that. So whatever is destined, we will get. Unless if you perform pure devotional service, then Krishna may wash away their karma. Otherwise, so we should not worry too much what we'll get, what we'll not get. So we should simply concentrate on performing devotional service. Then whatever is due to us, we'll get. We will not be deprived of anything that is due to us. Right? Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Lord Dattatreya is the combination.
क्या?
Lord Dattatreya is a combination of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So how come Lord Vishnu combined with two demigods? It should be above them and independent of.
See, potencies are. It's called Shaktavash Avatar, Potency is there. Vishnu's potency, Brahma's potency, and Lord Shiva's potency. Anything else? Prabhuji, you want to say something? Huh? Inauspicious. You will become an animal.
When he leaves the body, subtle body and soul would be.
Yeah. But punishment is there, no? Prabhupada said somebody is going into coma means he's too attached to the body. He doesn't want to leave the body. That's why a person goes into coma. So it's not a good death.
Anayasa Maranam, this verse is from?
Chaitanya Bhagavat.
Prabhuji, you referred about Sita to Ravan also. Sita was mentioning to Ravan.
Ramayana, yeah.
Verse?
Verse I don't know, but I heard. It is from Valmiki Ramayana. Okay, Grandraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.